welcome, everybody. Turn your cameras on if you can, or if you will. We're always so grateful for Nick to come in and give us the AI update. And I feel like you give us one thing in a month, 1 month, and then by next month there's new things, or it's changing and shifting and everything. Moving fast, this AI for sure.
Yeah, there's definitely changes that have been happening. I mean, even from when Jeff asked me to talk on Friday, then there were drops over the weekend. I'm like, how can I not at least talk about some of the drops that happened over the weekend?
Wow.
And then I also just want to we're going to take a step back and kind of take a look at what's happening because, this is exponential technology. So, we can't get too caught up in every drop and what's happening because it changes like every other day.
Yeah. That's right. All right. Well, let's officially kick it off. So if you don't know Nick Krem, Nick is been with us for heavens. He's probably been at least it's probably a year and a half or more.
Yeah.
Every month he comes in, gives us the AI update. He has the AI Institute of, what is it actually called? Your
Krem Institute of Artificial Intelligence.
Okay, the Krem Institute of Artificial Intelligence. He actually has the first certification for AI for realtors, and he may touch on that at the very end for those of you that haven't heard about that yet. But we appreciate you, Nick, so much just coming in every month, pouring into us and giving us everything you have. So appreciate you, bud.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know, do you guys get the topics that I'm going to cover beforehand? Did you guys see, did Jeff send out the topics? I see some saying yes, some saying no. And, today, and
he gives us a little bit, I should say.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, like going from ChatGPT to Claude is like what we're going to be talking about today. And just a little bit more about Claude is what we're going to talk about. But, I also want this to be a process of understanding that you don't have to be married to one AI platform just because you spent so much time on it. I know some people I talk to, it's like, man, ChatGPT knows me. I've been using it. It knows what I like. It knows how I write in this entire process. So we are going to go through the process of how to extract your data and information from ChatGPT. Because whether it's going to Claude, Notebook LM, Gemma 4, which we're going to touch on today, you might say, what is Gemma 4? Well, we're going to touch on that today. Or just all of the AI systems that continue to come out as we move forward. I want you guys to be able to know that you can easily extract your data from ChatGPT or any of these tools to then bring over to whatever platform that you want to migrate over to next. So I think before I jump into that part of it, I just want to kind of take a step back and look at what's happening because there are some things that are, some updates. Like I said, Jeff asked me last week what topic I'm going to cover. Well, ChatGPT to Claude, because that's what we're helping people do, migrate over to Claude. And I'm going to get into why that's important. But then even over the weekend, there are more drops and more insane things that are happening in the AI space that I feel like I'm going to cover and talk about here today. And one of them is, let's see here. I'm going to share my screen once Whisperflow disappears. Google Gemma 4. So this dropped over the weekend. Okay. So what is this? You're like, okay, Nick, another one that you are going to share with us. Yeah, of course. I am going to share this with you. Here is essentially what Google Gemma 4 is. It is a free app you can download to your phone and have on your computer. It is AI plus Agentic AI that is built into your phone now that can run without Wi-Fi. So let's say you're on a listing appointment, you're somewhere without Wi-Fi. It can actually run AI on your phone without Wi-Fi, without information. So it can maximize the output. And it's essentially the next step of literally getting AI integrated into your phone, right? So Google Gemma 4 dropped. It's free. You can download it to your phone. You can download it to your computer. You can run it. You can run it without Wi-Fi. Capabilities. They are building autonomous agents that plan, navigate apps, and literally can go into your apps and start running parts of your phone for you. So, I'm sure if you guys are familiar with OpenClaw or you've seen OpenClaw, Agentic AI, you can connect it to your phone. Well, this is literally similar to that, but it's getting built into your phone now, right? And if you guys remember, I just want to kind of take a step back for a second because there was a topic we talked about, I believe it was in November or December of last year. So there's a guy by the name of Sam Altman. We all know him, right? CEO of OpenAI. And then Johnny Ive. Do you guys remember that name? Johnny Ive. He's the guy who helped design the iPhone, the Mac computer, iPad, and everything for Mac. What we talked about is by the end of this year, and then they're saying Q4, maybe Q1 of next year, they're rolling out a device. It will be an AI agent device, probably the size of a jump drive is what they're saying. If you guys remember jump drives, right? Of course, you guys remember. If I remember jump drives, we all remember jump drives, right? But a size of a jump drive, but it will be a screenless device that has agentic AI built into it that you simply talk to when it goes and does things for you and it talks back. They're predicting 100 million in their first production, right? So why am I bringing this up now? Well, with Google Gemma 4 being introduced into your phone now as a free app that can run agentic, that can run without Wi-Fi. Look, family, we've been talking about this. Physical AI is the real next wave. Yes, things on your computer, things like ChatGPT being run off the desktop, being able to download it. I believe these are all just stepping stones to where this is really going. Right? Why do I believe that? Because Elon Musk is saying it. Sam Altman is saying it. All the people who are running this technology are saying physical AI is the next wave. Agentic AI being built into this little device that you carry around with you, into your glasses, to your watches, literally being able to just talk to it and have it go do tasks for you. So sometimes it's good to take a step back and say, well, where is this all heading? Right? Because a lot of times, we think linearly, and it's not our fault. That's how our human brain works. What's the next thing, the next step, and the next step, right? We are not trained, our brains aren't trained to think exponentially. And unfortunately for us, that's what this technology is. Exponential technology. It changes like every single day and it grows and it learns upon each other. And now with agentic coming into the world, it's growing even faster because it's training itself. It's learning and adapting and growing. And now with Google Gemma 4, guys, I mean, I recommend we can all download it to your phone. It's free to get started. You can start playing around with it. But just understand where this is really going is agentic being put into physical devices that you will simply talk to, get you information, and talk back. Like, it will literally be able, Elon Musk even says email might be a thing of the past. Can you even think how crazy that would be? But then again, if you go back to the 1990s and try to explain what a smartphone was, people are like, what do you mean people don't know how to get, like, don't know directions anymore? Like, yeah, you just put it in your phone. It tells you exactly where to go, right? So many things that we once thought would just be insane. There's no way people spend 12 hours of their day staring at a screen. No, I don't believe it. Well, look at us now. There's a lot of people who spend all this time staring at their screen. So what we are all witnessing, if we, again, just take a step back, is consumer behavior is starting to change as well. I'm curious, how many people here of your clients reference AI or ChatGPT? Does anyone of your guys' clients reference that or use it at some point? Look, family, more and more people are every single day are going to AI to start asking questions, to get information, right? You know, and we, again, another topic we've talked about before is the number one complaint against real estate agents right now is I felt like I knew more than my real estate agent. Is it a coincidence? That's because AI and all this technology is giving them information like crazy. Information is almost getting commoditized because you'll simply be able to ask it and give you an exact answer. So I wanted to just cover that because Google Gemma 4 just dropped. It's free to download to your phone. You can run it. It has agentic workflows, can connect to apps on your phone. But then again, make sure it's only connected to the apps that you want connected to your phone, right? Like there's certain permissions that you want to give to it. You don't want to connect it to your Chase accounts. Just my recommendation, right? Only connect it to the apps and areas that you want to have access to on your phone. But I wanted to cover that with you guys here to get started. And as we are going to make this transfer, so I will talk about why we're making a transfer to Claude. I mean, we've been on Claude for the past month or so. For me, I've always believed, you know, it's like ChatGPT comes out with an update, Gemini does, then Claude does, and then we go back through the process. But like over the last couple cycles, ChatGPT just simply has not caught up to Claude in a lot of different ways. And I've waited, I'm like, man, they're going to make the jump. They're going to make the jump. And then 3 cycles later of updates, they just simply have not caught up. So I'm like, all right, we're going to show people how to make this transfer, how to go into Claude and some different use cases for it. So that's the reason why we are making this transfer. It simply writes better. The memory, what you guys will find is the memory is exponentially better. And a big difference between just regular ChatGPT and regular Claude, ChatGPT will tell you how to make something. Claude will actually make it. That's a simple way of saying it, but I'll give you guys some examples with that as well. So as we are diving into this, as all these tools come out, I just want to give us some simple frames because for me, the tools will constantly change, right? The tools will constantly change. What won't change should be our thinking around this. And there are some frames that I have for this because if you're constantly thinking about a tool, you will fall into something that I like to call AI tool addiction, right? You will jump from one tool to the next tool to the next tool to the next tool, and you will keep thinking that a tool will solve your problem, right? But that's just simply not the case. The right thinking on this should always be problem first, then tool. Problem first, then tool. This is a skill that I believe is really going to separate the people in this AI-powered world. Can you clearly identify the problem you are trying to solve? Clearly identify it. And then figure out, all right, what tool can help me solve this problem? And, in that same mindset too, I like to think about profitable, not possible. I'll say that again. Profitable, not possible. Why? Because if you just think about what's possible with AI, you will jump on every single Zoom. Oh, it's possible to build a website and do these things. It's possible to build an AI caller. It's possible to build my own app. It's possible to create my own CRM. It's possible to do this. And you're like, oh my gosh, what's possible with this? And then all of a sudden you spend all your time behind a computer thinking about what's possible and you forgot one of the most important things in business, which is being profitable, right? If you fall into the possible world, you will fall into AI tool addiction. You'll have AI anxiety because you always feel like you're behind because all of these things are possible with it, and you're not thinking about this correctly. So think problem first, then tool, right? Because I promise you, the best instructor out there is Claude or talking to whatever AI tool that you currently are using. They will be able to walk you through any process that you want. If you need to build an app, you can literally, and again, this is like if you have this huge problem that you really believe that is the only solution, you can literally go to Claude and ask it, here is my idea. This is what I want to do. Can you walk me through the exact process of how to do this? And it will walk you through the exact process of how to set it up, where to go, what prompts to use, and what to do, right? Like the how to do it isn't hard. It's just, have you really identified the problem that needs solving? Is one of the biggest frame shifters that we've seen with a lot of the people that we work with. Does that make sense to you guys? Because if you stick in what's possible with AI, that is a rabbit hole. Because almost anything that could be done on a computer in the software world is now possible with AI. Have you clearly identified the real problem that you are trying to solve? So today, what I'm going to share with you guys are some simple things that we can be doing when we're talking about making the transfer from ChatGPT to Claude. And again, the biggest reason is ChatGPT just simply has not come up. The cognitive reasoning of Claude is infinitely better. It can actually build things for you. I know ChatGPT just wrote out skills, but Claude has had skills for a while. What you will find too is the memory on Claude blows ChatGPT away. It remembers things from my very first conversation, references documents, brings things up, and you'll just find the user experience to be infinitely better. So that's what we're going to jump into today. So inside of Claude, you will find, a lot of these places look the same. Can we all just agree with that? Like if you use Manus, Gemini, Claude, they all have like the same user interface for the most part, right? So inside of Claude, there is a couple things that we want to do first. So inside of settings, so the first thing we want to do is we want to extract the memory from our Chat GPT, right? All the data, all the conversation, things you had with chat. So if you guys go into settings here, there are a couple different things that you will want to do, all right? So inside, let's see here, I believe we will go into, I need to move you guys so I can see more here. All right. So you will notice manage memory preferences. So when you go to manage memory preferences, so if you guys, I'll go this again. Inside of privacy, inside of your settings, you will see memory preferences for you to manage. All right. And you will see import memory from other AI providers. Import memory from other AI providers. What does this allow you to do? Right. Well, if you click start import, you can literally copy the prompt that Claude gives you to take from your ChatGPT. So it says, here's the exact prompt that will take out the memory and information I need to be able to add to my Claude memory. So again, you got capabilities here. Import memory from other AI providers. You do start, import, and copy. And for the sake of this, just for you guys to be able to have this as well. So you're like, maybe I can't find that on mine, Nick. Well, here we go. I put this prompt in a Google Doc to make it easier for you guys to extract. So that is the exact prompt that Claude gives you. So I put it in a Google Doc and I just shared it in the chat with you guys. And then here's all you have to do. Copy and paste that prompt. Well, now I have that link. So come back to Claude. You copy the prompt, paste it into your ChatGPT, and then it's going to take all the instructions that I've given it over the time, my writing styles, my preferences, who I am, and all this information, and then put it into this for me. All right. And you'll see, it's going through projects, different projects I have, career, who I am, preferences. This is a long-term memory and context currently available. So I can take all of this, bring it over to Claude, and paste, and click add to memory. And it will update the memory, and it's like you're not starting from scratch, right? So like that's the point that we want. And look, family, this can work for any AI model that you are currently working with. If you've been using ChatGPT for a long time, or maybe you're using Gemini, there's a way you can extract the memory and information so you don't feel stuck. That's like the big part of today. Yes, we're making a change to Claude, but I'll tell you what, family, in 4 years, we're probably not going to be using Claude. Maybe it's a version of Claude that is now built into devices and everything else, but it's not like we're going to be using this same design, right? Yes, I switched between Chat and Gemini. So it's updating the memory here. Might take a second or two, so we don't want to wait for that. There is something else inside of Claude that I believe is a big changer as well. So inside of Claude as well, we have the ability to build something called skills. So how are skills different than like a custom GPT? As you guys know, inside of ChatGPT, I'm sure you guys, how many people here, just put me in the chat if you guys are using My Listing Buddy. So just put me in the chat if you guys use My Listing Buddy. I think it's a great tool. Yeah, it's great to use, right? And I'm a little peeved about it too, because My Listing Buddy, we just crossed over 25,000 use cases, 4.8 stars. I'm like, oh man, people are loving this. And now I'm going to be telling people to not use it as much. It's unfortunate, but it's just, look, it adapts, it grows. So My Listing Buddy, why is it great? It writes your listing descriptions, your marketing, and everything else in an AEO, GEO, SEO format. So it optimizes your listings for AI search, right? Claude has something, and still working on the memory, called skills. So what's the difference between a skill and a custom GPT? Essentially, Claude is smart enough to call upon the skill to complete specific tasks. What does that mean? In ChatGPT, you'd have to go click on My Listing Buddy, click on create a listing description, and then place in your information. With Claude, you literally just have to share the link with your listing information, say, write me a listing description, and it will call upon the skill to complete the task. And then you can build more skills into it. So it's essentially like building the brain, and it's smart enough to just complete the tasks without you clicking to all of your custom GPTs to get things done. Does that part make sense to you guys? So it's smart enough to call upon a skill without you having to actually go in there and click which custom GPT you want to use. So for the sake of this, here's what I went ahead and did for you guys as well. I went ahead and I'm just giving this away to you guys. Let me upload my computer. This is the My Listing Buddy skill. So I just put that in the chat for you guys. If you guys hit download, it might say, hey, this might not be safe. Look, it's our download. It's the one that I literally just downloaded this skill for you guys. So if you guys download this skill, right, you can now upload it into skills. You can create new skill here. So inside of customize on the left, you have skills. You can create a new skill by uploading it. So then you literally just have to upload My Listing Buddy, upload and replace, just because I already uploaded it once on a training. And now My Listing Buddy is a skill within your Claude, right? So now it's a skill within your Claude. So if I just go to Zillow and just say this is a home here, and then I can say, let me refresh, make sure it's up to date. Write me a listing description for this page. And you should see it's fetching the details. Checking My Listing Buddy. You guys see that? My Listing Buddy for best practices. So now you don't have to go to the custom GPT every single time. You have built this skill into it. And now it checks My Listing Buddy skill to write your listing description in an AEO, SEO, GEO format. And you'll see it does it the right way, which I'm always pleased with. And I'll say, looking for a 3-bedroom home in Brunswick under $315,000, this is it. And then want me to create a full marketing package? Yes, let's do that. And then again, it should say, let's see if it does it right. And it checks the My Listing Buddy skill, and then it writes it all for you. So now instead of having to go back and forth through custom GPTs, you can actually go into here and just upload the skill, which I just shared with you guys in the chat. And now every time you talk to your Claude, it will just, you want to write a listing description, it will automatically check the My Listing Buddy custom GPT, like the My Listing Buddy skill for you. So that's one of the big changes with Claude. Here's another one. And this is where, like I said, ChatGPT will tell you how to do things. Claude will actually do them. So for example here, so I put together, I'll share with you guys the prompts here, like what I went through. So I was workshopping some ideas because we're rolling out a new program called CEO AI, how to become the CEO of your AI team, and all the different things that we're going to be doing for users. And then I went back and forth with it, right? So I told it, ask me one question at a time until you have a full understanding to move forward. Yes, I'm using the paid version. It's $20 a month, very similar to ChatGPT. You can do what I'm talking about on the free version as well, most of it. And then it will help create, and it will go through. And like I said, guys, same principles as before. I tell it what I want. I tell it how to act. And I say, ask me one question at a time until you have a full understanding to move forward. My goal is to be able to build a survey that will act as a lead magnet for my business. So then I go step by step. What do you want included in the survey? How is this going to look? It knows my brand templates because I uploaded my website before. It starts breaking down what this will all look like. And then what did it do? Well, it actually created. So this is just where I said, all right, can you put this into an artifact or put this into a website for me now? So we'll actually create the website and the design for me going through here. And then I kept going through. I kept having the conversation because I wanted changes and updates. And then I even created a custom survey. So then I went through step by step and I'm like, all right, I want to create a survey now. And I want it to be directly inputtable into my Go High Level account. So all I would have to do is copy the code and bring it over to my Go High Level account. And all of a sudden I have a survey built, done for me that is actually working. Begin assessment. All right, team leader, fewer than 12. And then I can literally go through the assessments. I'm just going to go through this. So here, here, here. It's I just want to go through the questions to show you how it actually gives you a result. Doing all these. A lot of questions. Might need to shorten it, but that's fine. Great. Being awesome is what success looks like. Nick Krem. All right. And then it gives me my results. And look, guys, I literally, like, I didn't create every question. I went through and identified who this is for. You'll see, like, just my prompts that I put in here. CEO assessment. Let's see the first ones. Now I want you to identify the link I shared or the document that we used before. So I said, in past chats, I shared with you a document of all the tasks VAs do. I want you to reference that document. I didn't upload it. I just said, I want you to reference that document. I want their survey to go through questions that would help them identify AI anarchy in their business. I don't want it to be phrased as AI anarchy about how many different tools they're currently coming up with. I want to identify all the different tools and where they're currently housed. So I literally just told it, I want a survey based on past documents that we talked about, plus what we're currently understanding. It said, let me find it. Great. I got the document. Isn't surfacing the search? No file was uploaded. I don't see the specific VA document, but I have the context from your business, the 7 categories it's covering. Here's your full assessment, 8 sections, 29 questions. And like, I just talked to it about what I wanted to build based on my past conversations. And like I said, this isn't like chat where it tells you what to do. It literally builds it for you. That's a big difference between these two platforms right now. Can you build this for me so it works? And then you ask, how do you put it into your Go High Level? To import into Go High Level, go into your funnel or website page and Go High Level, add a custom code element or HTML block, paste the entire file. That's it. Right. So, like, this is a big difference between the two platforms and just showing you guys, like, the creativity and what you're able to do with this. You can build custom sites, you can build custom surveys, you can go through step by step. And the memory feature on this just really does blow away ChatGPT. Like I said, I can reference different conversations and documents without having to upload them every single time. So for overall use, to me, I have been diving into Claude much, much more. And my big part is I just wanted to show you guys that you can simply export your memory and data from Claude over to ChatGPT or from ChatGPT over to Claude or whatever different platforms that you are currently using. And then you can even add different skills. You know, one thing that we are currently doing is we're taking all of the information, our marketing, our copywriting, and creating a bunch of skills and just creating a library that will continue to share things with you guys and people within our group. So that way we can just continue to add more skills to our employee. So I want to go over some of the basics inside of Claude of what you're able to do, the skills aspect, and how it works. So at this time, I just want to open it up. Let's see. Where do we put it in your Go High Level? We kind of answered that. All right. Andrea, do you have the paid version of ChatGPT? Yes. All right. Well, you do have another option within ChatGPT. If for some reason it's not giving you the response that you need, you do have the option. I'm going to go to my personal profile here. Let me see. Dun, dun, dun. So we also have the option. Let me see inside of settings, data controls. Let me see here. I'm going to have to actually get the right account here. Of course, one-time code. Because there's another way you guys can export all of your data using ChatGPT. Trying to get it to load here. Here we go. What do you guys have an issue opening that I see?
That's me. It could be my storage. This is Tracy.
Yeah.
My listing buddy, I can't seem to get it open. I don't know. It could be my storage. Though. I got storage issues.
Yeah, I heard some people do have an issue opening it. Let's see. So when you click it, does it say it might be like it's downloaded from the internet? So it gives you that option?
Okay, let me see what happens. It just says open with another app. So then I just kind of picked well, I actually picked Claude to open it up in Claude. Maybe I'm messing
Yeah.
up. But I tried to let it open up in Claude, and Claude said it's a file URL. But when I hit it, it says that, hold on just a second, it's
Did
viewing
you
a file.
did you download what I just shared there? So there's a download button. So you
Yeah, I
download it.
downloaded it. Uh-huh. It looks like the uploaded file is binary property list, not a readable text or image file. It
So
appears to be okay.
when you go to skills and you go to create a new skill, do you do upload skill?
So I don't see skills as an option. I have the paid version of Claude and ChatGPT. So
So
where would skills be?
if you click customize here on the left,
Okay, let me go to my Claude and try to click
yep.
customize. And maybe I'm on the phone, but I don't even see customize on. I have chats, projects, artifacts, code, dispatch, and then recents.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I have the
I
paid.
would try on your, are you on your computer or phone?
I'm on my phone, so maybe that's a problem.
I will go to your computer. Let me just check my phone, see if it
Okay.
looks different here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't have customize on my phone either.
Okay, there we go. So let me go on my computer
Yep.
then.
There you go. All right. And then also inside of ChatGPT, guys, if for some reason it's not pulling your information, you do have the option in your settings
Oh, I see skills.
and
I
then
forget.
data controls. And then there's this right here, export data. It will take about 24 hours. But again, if you guys go to settings, data controls, and then export data, it will take about 24 hours, but you'll get a link with all the data and information that you've input into your chat GPT that, again, then you can upload into your Claude. So that's another way to get your data from chat GPT.
So I switched to my computer. So can you drop that file for my listing buddy back into the chat one more time?
Yeah, I
I
can do
lost
that.
the chat when I did that. Thank you.
Yep. There we go.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions or well, we'll start with questions. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just think it's understanding, family. It's look, there's a quote that I like to live by when it comes to this AI powered world. It's not the survival of the smartest or the strongest, it's the one most adaptable to change. Look, these things are going to continue. Like in 2 months, we don't know where this is going to be. And if somebody tells you they know where it's going to be in 2 months, yeah, they're probably lying, or they're overly confident in their abilities. Right? That's what I would say. I don't think they're lying. They're just overly confident in their thinking. What I can tell you is all the top people are saying physical AI is the next wave. And we are starting to see it because Google Gemma is now agentic that is built into the phone. And that's only a hop, skip, and a jump away from literally AI agents that are just devices that we'll be carrying around with us. I believe that is where it is heading. I recently switched to Claude and followed the steps you had laid out. Felt it didn't sound like me like my chat GPT. So Lori, what you can do is let's see, create with Claude. What you can do is inside of here, what I've done is inside of customize, inside of skills, you can add like in create a skill, you can say create with Claude. So it'll help you write a skill. And what you can do, let's create a skill together using your skill creator first. First, ask me what skill I should do. I want to create a skill that will emulate my writing style. And I'll walk you through the process of how to create a skill using your writing style. Contemplating standby. You have a sample writing you should analyze, and then you can build in 3 to 5 samples. And then you can start bringing over your different samples of what you are currently doing. And this will literally walk you step by step and then help you build the skill. So that way, anytime you ask it to write something, it will reference your skill, and then it'll be able to do your writing style from there. I hope that helps you, Laura.
What other questions y'all have?
Can I show the prompt again? Yeah, so just for this, you guys just go to customize, you click on skills, and when you create a new skill, you just say create with Claude. And then it's just going to ask you, what kind of skill do you want to create? Let's create a skill for my writing style. And then it will just start asking you the right questions. You just simply answer the question, upload different samples of your writing style, and then it will literally build the skill with you. There is one other tool. All right. So there is one tool that I believe it's so freaking simple to use and it saved me so much time that I think you guys will all enjoy it. It's called Whisperflow. Has anybody heard of Whisperflow or using it? See, Ted's nodding. Ted, are you using Whisperflow?
All right. No, not yet, but one of my team members always swears by it. He talks about it all the time.
Dude. All right. So if you guys like talk to text, this is like talk to text on
Yeah.
steroids. It just directly integrates into your phone, into your texting, into any app you're using, like any website you're using on your computer. And I'll show you kind of how it works. So Whisperflow, it's this one right here. But check this out. So for me, I just hit my FN button. You'll see Whisperflow's here, so I can click it, or I'll be like, all right, let's do this. I want to create a prompt that talks about writing style. No. Wait. I want to create a prompt that's around how to become the best influencer. No. Wait. All right, let's do this. Let me just set something up so I can write better emails. It literally just conceptualizes. It takes out the ums, the ahs, different ideas, and then kind of pieces together just what you are trying to say. So if you're somebody who's like, let's just say this, can we meet tomorrow at 4 p.m.? No, wait, never mind. Let's meet tomorrow at 3 p.m. Oh, normally it takes it out. See, every time I want to show it off, it just doesn't work as well. But for me, I got rid of, I almost don't type that much anymore. It makes my prompting so much smoother, makes my prompting, my texting, everything so much smoother. I just basically use Whisperflow on everything that I do now.
Well, Nick,
What's up?
maybe just to throw in there too, because what he does, you can incorporate Whisperflow into like Word, into any of the apps.
Oh,
And
yeah.
also, like, you got to create a document, an email. It's like you just spit out what you want to say on your document or whatever, or an email, and it just dictates for you.
Yeah. So it works anywhere, like we were just saying, like Ted just said as well. So it'll work here. I just click a button on my computer. Toggle it off. Wait. I click here and it'll start typing. I can go here, just new project. And if I start talking, let's see, if I start talking, it'll work here. So it's just anywhere that you have the typing box, Whisperflow is there and it's talk to text. Just makes things a lot easier. I love it. I think it works great.
Awesome.
I think it showed me I type like 46 words a minute, but I speak like 196. So I'm like, oh, wow, that's getting a bunch of time back.
All right. Any more questions from anyone? This has been awesome as always. So do you even use ChatGPT at all anymore, Nick?
I use it for certain things. I still like some of the custom GPTs that I have in there that I utilize. I utilize it for images. I know Nano Banana is great for images too, but Chat's pretty simple and easy. Claude doesn't really create images. If I upload one, it doesn't create the image. It creates its own image. So for image generation, I still use Chat. I still go back and forth sometimes, but my main everyday uses, and especially writing, Claude blows away ChatGPT on writing is what you guys will find. Like writing, copywriting, everything else. Claude does immensely better in that area.
Hey, Nick, can I ask kind of an off-topic question?
Yeah.
But it is AI related. So, and that same guy that he likes Whisperflow, he brought up the fact last week that there was an AI or something like that. They did an update and there was an error or something like that, and they basically posted their entire language on the internet or something like that. So now it's like so people took the program, and basically it's absolutely free now because
Are
it's
you talking
been.
about Whisperflow?
No, it wasn't Whisperflow. It was something else. It was like maybe Claude, but
Oh,
I believe it was
Claude
Claude.
posted their entire back end
Yes.
essentially.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that, look, family, like I won't sugarcoat this part of it as well. Like there's a big security issue that comes to a lot of this. I know Claw Hub. So like OpenClaw, if you guys have seen OpenClaw, it's like the AI agent that OpenAI bought that is running now. 16% of downloadable skills for OpenClaw had malware in them.
Hmm.
Like, because they have like an open market where anybody can build a skill and then your AI agent can do things for you. They found 16% of them had malware, meaning it was built to do nefarious things on your computer. So, like, who you like use, talk to, and like where you get these skills from matters, right? Like, just getting information from the internet, yeah, you can learn how to do anything, but it's also you're running that risk as well. We actually had one of our clients, didn't really listen to us on this part. He had his social security and email hacked because he just downloaded the agent to his computer. He didn't set it up the right way, didn't get the right proper files, and just kind of just ran with it.
Mm.
So I'm not saying this to scare anybody, but I think we have to talk about this because it's not just, hey, download OpenClaw onto your actual computer, don't have any file system set up, and just run it. No, it's just not the right way to do it.
Cool. Yeah.
But there are
Yeah.
safer ways to do it. It's not like you can't do it properly. And you can find some of those guys on YouTube. We're also rolling out a secure environment to build AI agents. That's actually probably in May. Our next call, we might be able to have that up for you guys, where it's on a SOC 2 compliant server. It actually hides all your API keys for you, and then you can build and run AI agents through the program. It's pretty cool stuff we're working on, but that's what we're rolling out next. And an AI agent is essentially AI that actually does work for you. It's not like you have to generate a response every time. Yeah, we have some pretty cool stuff that we'll be rolling out that we'll be bringing to you guys. Like, all right, so just imagine this, like a completely self-optimizing funnel where it constantly A/B tests your website, and then based on the user and like how people are going through it, automatically updates your website for you, updates your FAQ section every 10 days to the most frequently asked questions in your area. So that way it's AEO, GEO, SEO friendly. It blogs for you around the specific topics. It creates a website that has the right schema, AEO, GEO, SEO on the back end for you. And it takes a one-shot prompt. It will literally research you, get your brand, get your information. You pick a template, creates the website, and then all of a sudden it just self-optimizes. And it's like an entire operating system for your online ecosystem. So like that's what we're currently working on and rolling out. I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah.
Pretty cool. So going back to the security with Claude, since that's what you focused on mostly today, is there anything specific that any of the agents need to know about, loading, getting their Claude set up to make sure it's as safe as possible?
With regular Claude, I would say no. But if we start talking about like Claude Code and co-work, there's a little bit more that can go with that, but that's just not the topic that we talked about today.
Okay.
But with regular Claude, you're good to go. It's very similar to chat and the security aspect and everything else. So everybody here should be good. And I think you guys will enjoy the difference. If you guys haven't like experienced it yet, you guys should enjoy that. OpenClaw is OpenClaw. Yeah, it's OpenClaw. And again, it's not like it's like don't use it. It's a security risk. No, but there are security risks that do come with it. I'm not saying not to use it or don't look into it, but also understand the level that you are currently at, do the proper research and due diligence. But again, it comes down to, is this going to help you solve a problem? I believe it can if you have the problems that exist. Same with Google Gemma. Like, you have to, once you properly understand your problem, then you can literally go to Claude or these places and say, hey, here are the current problem I am trying to solve. Let's workshop a couple of ideas of the best ways that I can solve this using AI. I'm like, great, let me ask you a couple of questions. Let's go deeper into this. Oh, maybe there's a tool that already exists. And this is where it's like, you don't have to build everything yourself using AI. Maybe there's a tool that exists that gets rid of all of your headaches for $30 a month. Would you rather try to sit down, figure it out, build it yourself, go through the process, deal with all the bugs, or simply pay $30 a month for a tool that solves your problem for you? Right? So like being able to properly identify your problem, I believe is going to be a skill that the winners have in this space. Because if not, you'll stay in the land of possible, not profitable. Because I can build an app, I can build a website, I can build a this, I can build a that. Oh my gosh, look at all these things I'm building. Oh wait, I missed 5 phone calls from people who actually want to work with me. Oh no, right? Look, and again, I'm not saying this to get you guys away from AI. Properly identify your problem, go to AI for a solution, and it will show you how you can build it out.
Cool.
Shout out to Dan. We're in the Michigan. Yeah. Happy for you guys. That was a good win for you guys last night. You know, I'm an Ohio State fan, but we didn't even make it. So
Big Ten represented this year, that's for sure.
For sure. Yeah, that's what I was happy about.
And don't forget, the Frozen Four, we got 2 Big Ten teams. We got Wisconsin and Michigan in the Frozen Four.
Frozen Four. Is that hockey? Take a guess.
Yeah, that's hockey.
Okay. The Frozen Four. They probably use chat for that, not right? No.
Come up.
It's been around for a minute.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Again, as always, Nick, thank you so much. Anybody have any final questions?
All right.
All right. Well, like I said, Nick, thank you again. You're always the best. We appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Awesome.
Always
Appreciate
learning something new.
We'll
All
see you
right,
guys on the
guys.
next one.
See y'all tomorrow for our Connect to Collaborate. Same time, same link. Bye. Have a great day, everybody.